Buddy, we've got some beautiful reading to do tonight. And not just that, I'm waiting for a few people to join us, but we were on the precipice of just one of the most gorgeous days, not weather wise or anything, just grow wise, man. The deal with what's going on around here is but I'm not letting you guys see the map. I'm turning this way because I don't want you guys to see the map till tomorrow morning. Am I? Hey, everybody. Oh no, you can see the map in the background. Should I take the map down? Oh no, I don't want you guys to see the map till tomorrow. Yeah, I'm taking the map down. You guys don't get to see that map till tomorrow. Hold on. Hold on. Pops is taking the map down. Oh no, you guys, if you want to see the map, you got to come back tomorrow. We're reading tonight, but boop, you might, nope, don't see the map. No, no, did anybody see that? Boop, don't look at that. We're going to look at it tomorrow. Okay, one more peep. Okay, wait a minute, Big J. Cliffhanger, don't look, you guys. You don't got to look. Boop, no, that's it. That was your last look. Okay, I got to take it down because you guys are going to cheat. No, no, down it comes. I can rehang that tomorrow. No, you guys want to be here tomorrow to pop the pins with me. Did you hear that one? I just made that up. Pop the pins. We call it pop the pins. Sue, how are you, girl? Thanks for being here, Sue, all the way from West Coast, high up in the area of the West Coast. Hey, give me one moment. I'll be right back. One moment. And, map's gone. Map off. Map on, map off, map on, map off. Okay, no map till tomorrow morning. And then tomorrow morning, map. That map, the new one, I need to be a cartographer. I need to go to cartography school to figure it out. There's like every highway, I think D Nice's garage is on there. Wait a minute, I'll be right there. D Nice, your garage is on the map, bro. Okay. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Excuse me. We got a couple of giveaways we're going to do in the deal here because we always do giveaways. That's just what we do. But I need volunteers as usual. Set up your giveaway while I read. T9s, what are you doing in your garage, man? It's on there. It's on the map. I'll pin it tomorrow. Here's our giveaways. 2 giveaways tonight. I found out you guys don't really like these, right? Nobody likes these. Let me hear. Does anybody like these things? I don't think anybody likes them. Well, no, maybe you do. I'm kidding. Maybe you do. But maybe you want these. Maybe somebody wants one of these. Maybe somebody wants one of these. They're twins. I found twin Ariels. I love them. Pops, knock it off. Both are. Okay, I'm teasing everybody. I know we're going to read and stuff. But let's have a ball while we're at it. Okay, I love you guys. Man, I couldn't wait to see you guys today. I had a beautiful day. Let's talk about it in a second. But first, do these look like twins? I just did a post right before I got on here on IG. Are these twins or are they brothers and sisters? Okay, I'm going to look up the answer later. Go answer on IG. Are they twins or are they brothers? Are they twins? Kathleen thinks they're twins. Sexy, psychedelic twins. I don't know. Boop twins? Are they could be a brother and a sister though. I'm having a hard time with this one. Okay, you guys figure it out. Okay? In the meantime, Jeffrey Wiseman, you're a new friend here. I haven't recognized your name. I love you already. Jeffrey, figure out how to give one of these away. He's going to say how because he hasn't been part of the program. Jeffrey, they're twinnies. They're twinnies. You guys, I love this. Okay, Jeffrey, write it down because Pops always forgets. Jeffrey, you're a giveaway guy, okay? Jeffrey, figure out how to get rid of one of these things. You guys explain it to Jeffrey and tell him what he needs to do, okay? You guys explain to Jeffrey how to get rid of one of these things. This one right here is Jeffrey. Jeffrey, get rid of this. Find me another get rid of guy. Who's going to be another get rid of person? Could be a girl. Let's do a girl. Get rid of her. Give me a get rid of her. I'm not in your garage. Okay. Wait, no, I want a girl, Louis. Give me a girl. Give me a girl. This we're doing because it could be a boy, it could be a brother and sister. We still haven't voted on that. So, Jaylee, boom, you're in. Okay, I choose the first girl to volunteer. Jaylee. So, get your stuff ready. I'm going to do some reading and jump back in. This keeps everybody engaged. Here's the hook. Pops has figured it out. I've never done this before in my life, but it's like if you offer one of the twins and you make them stick around to the end, they'll stick around for a minute. So offer a twin and everybody plays. I love you guys so much. Quickly, what a beautiful day. Started out beautiful this morning. Started out with the kid just blessed at this moment that I was able to not put my personal world into everything, but it's just been so inspirational. The fact that we shared that, we opened that up, put it out there because he told me to. And I'm telling you, man, the feedback has just been amazing. Not for so much us or anything. Everybody's getting it. We're getting it, man. We're getting it that we're trying to spread stuff that's beautiful. And that's why we do this. And we're going to have a ball at it, but we're trying to spread stuff that's beautiful, right? I thought about this before I got on here. I need a timekeeper. One of you people volunteer, please, with the clock or a phone on them or something. I want a 45-second timekeeper, please. Somebody say, I'll do it. 45 seconds. Who's my timekeeper? And then I'll tell you what I need. Give me a timekeeper, please. I'll wait till I get a timekeeper person here. Who's my timekeeper? And then I'll tell you what I want you to do. Timekeeper, come on now. Timer, help grow. You're the helper. Help Growy. Growy, you're the timekeeper. I want you to tell us when your time starts and when it stops. 45 seconds. For 45 seconds, everybody on here, me, especially the mouth guy, shh, be quiet. No comments. No fingers, no thumbs. Just think about what a beautiful day you've had and what you have to be grateful for. Give yourself 45 seconds. And we'll wait till Helpy tells us it's okay to start talking again. Okay? So I'm just going to shut up until Helpy tells us we can start talking again. Good job, Helpy. I was doing some nice thinking too, just watching a couple little scroll. No Discord tonight from Salty. We're doing the reading here tonight. We couldn't jump over there. We're always Thursday night here. Growy nice. Harder to do than you think. Harder to do than you think, especially for me. It wasn't even a minute. That was only 45 seconds. That was part of the deal. I was thinking to myself, I don't even know if I can go a minute. And I love you guys, man. And really, this love is a big deal because it's just such a nice emotion, what we do here. You guys let us do our thing today, me and Brock, and then it's just been a family deal. I've been showing all kinds of new stuff we're doing here and growing up our build. Why we're investing in building this place is so we can have more of this. So it's good stuff. I'll show you some more pictures tomorrow. We're having another deal done here tomorrow. Our stairway's getting done and something else that's so darn exciting. Mushy, she's been here. She's watching us grow. She's part of the growth. She's one of the moderators. Let's read our book. I'm going to get emotional. That's why I've been here 10 minutes. I haven't even opened the book. Jeez. Wait till the party at Pops. We're going to have that party. It's going to be the extravaganza. Somebody has to name it. I think it's going to be where are we right now? We're in April? May. I think we should shoot for like June 15th or something. We got to give it a deadline. And then once there's a deadline, I'll start working backwards with plans. I want 40 people here minimum. Minimum. I want the floor carpeted with bodies. Like we're going to all just crash here. Bring your sleeping bags. Or I'll get you a hotel. We'll rent the whole hotel down at the corner. Gonna party. Get to know each other. We doing that. We're having a good time over at Discord, working out the details on the technology of it. That's so beautiful the way they delved in and helped last night. Okay, we ready? Sue, you're gonna come. Okay, people that have a difficulty getting here, we'll figure out how to get you here. That's what we do. This is what we're going to read in here. It's 2 pages long. Okay? It's 2 pages long. And I'll get through it pretty quickly, but it's very informative. It's a good meat of what we're doing here in our mycology community. And then after that, if we have a little bit of time, you guys want to hang out, of course. Pops never wants to shut up. Okay. Every unique... Oh, no. This the chapter, the essay, as it were, is called The 10 Time-Tested Truisms. So the author basically tells you, here's 10 things that are just going to be true in mycology all the time. These are truisms. Okay? Richard, get those likes up. Come on, bro. It's not Richard's fault, I tease. Get those likes up, Richard. Road trip. I was talking to a guy to go to Boston, Jeff. Take a road trip from here to Boston. And then guys said, no, if you stop in Boston, 2 more hours, you can come up to Vermont. He sent me a picture of his farm in Vermont. Never seen anything like it. Pops, you come here, we're going to do this and that. I'm like, how do you not go on a road trip to Vermont when you see a farm like that? Gosh, you guys. This is love. Are we smashing? There we go. We're up there. Okay. The 10 time-tested truisms. Strains matter. That's number 1. Every unique combination of 2 monokaryotic mycelial networks is referred to as a strain. Sometimes we don't know what's a strain, is a species. He just told us that's what a strain is. When 2 monokaryotic mycelial networks are joined, it's referred to as a strain. And just as every human, snowflake, or variety of corn has its own appearance and habits, so does every mushroom strain differ in its ease of cultivation, medicinal potency, remediative capacity, and flavor profile. For this reason, cultivators cherish strains that are known to grow rapidly and produce high-quality yields. Duh. That's me. I'm going for the rapid and the high-quality yield guy. To fulfill the demand for high-quality cultures, commercial culture libraries sell rare or high-quality strains at incredibly high prices, up to $1,000 for a print, making these companies the key holders to success in the eyes of many cultivators. We know some people out there selling prints for $1,000. $1,000. A friend of mine on here, I was out foraging today, Pops. Here's the print for free. Oh, okay, I'll take it. I'll spend $1,000 on a new stove for the Mush Lab. Great deal. Unbelievable what we're doing to each other out there. I don't want to get off in it. Unbelievable what we're doing to each other for something we're finding in the wild. And you can make 50 prints in an afternoon. Boop, 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 boop. Look, there's a whole table full of prints. I want $1,000 a piece on them. Excuse me? So what? So I can have medicine? Fungi are energy conserving and self-preserving. Truism number 2. Energy conserving and self-preserving. Though cultivators often think they are controlling the fungus they work with, it is really the mycelial networks that determine how successful and how long-lived a given project will be. That's not true, man. We think we're in charge. No, the fungus tells you. As free and wild creatures, fungi only perform the work that benefits them. Okay, I want to go through this. This is very key. This is almost a philosophy that you need to understand. Because the fungus, listen to what it's going to tell us about this. This is kind of really an important concept. Because the concept's basically the fungus is going to do what the fungus is going to do. Period. We line up with it and we're going to get a real success. When we figure out how it does and we line up with it, that's when you're dialed in. So learn what the fungus is going to do. That's what he's going to show us. Okay. As free and wild creatures, fungi only perform the work that benefits them and their immediate environment most directly. Of the countless antimicrobial and digestive enzymes that a fungus can release, it only expends its internal resources on producing those enzymes that are necessary for its immediate survival. In natural systems, fungi produce an array of these compounds to defend themselves and their substrates from a dynamic and constantly changing universe of competitors. But in the artificial sterile conditions of indoor cultivation, the absence of competitive microbes causes a mycelial network to cease production of its defensive compounds. We're making it so sterile in our labs and in our tubs and in our good, clean rooms that we're actually telling the mycelial network, don't worry about sending out your defensive enzymes. You don't need them. In the short term, this allows the fungus to conserve its energy by letting its guard down, enabling it to focus on eating and growing. That's what we want. We want it to eat and grow, but it let its guard down. The problem, though, is that the fungus is thereafter much more susceptible to attack by competitors, leading it to increased rates of contamination with cultures that have spent longer time under aseptic conditions. Ironically, sterile cultivation creates the greater need for sterility. So the longer you keep it clean, the weaker you're giving it against its own ability to defend itself. Makes sense. The longer you keep everything clean, the more clean you got to keep everything. Because totally makes sense. When a mycelial network is fed the same substrate for an extended period of time, it may stop producing the enzymes required for digesting another substance. If the fungus diet is constricted for too long, this lack of variation in its environment can also cause the mycelium to slow in its growth. This slowing of the culture is commonly referred to, I've never heard this before. Ready? We're going to be scientists tonight. This is why we're here. Watch this. I wish I had a board. I want to write this word down. I should write it down. Brand new word in our mycology vocabulary. Should make a giveaway on it. Okay? If the fungus diet is constricted for too long, the lack of variation in the environment can slow the mycelium's growth. The slowing of a culture is commonly referred to as a senescence. A senescence. Let me spell it for you. Write it down. SENESCENCE. A senescence. The cycle of when it's slowing down because it's running out of food and stuff to do, it's going into a senescence, or mycelial ball network in the bag, in the jar, wherever. Senescence. Why is this cool? Wait. and has historically been attributed by a small number of mycologists to the aging of the mycelium, a theory that is unreflective of the fact that wild mycelial networks can survive for thousands of years. That's the word right there. You spelled it right, Michael. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Rather than dying out, most mycologists agree that sterile mycelial cultures, senescence, because they shut down various metabolic pathways in reflection of the absence of novelty and external stimuli. In other words, the mycelium gets bored and loses its will to live. Senescence is virtually a verb. In the process of what happens is the mycelium gives up its will to live. I'm senescence and I'm out. I'm going on vacation. I'm on a senescence. Sabbatical. I'm going on a sabbatical. Next section here is going to talk about senescence a little bit more. I want to hear 5 Coolios, Pops. This is cool. I like this stuff. I'm poop. 5. Give me, Pops, come on, give me some feedback. Affirmation, Pop needs affirmation. Is this cool? Coolio 1, give me, that's 1, 2. Dipping, he's dipping. Help grow. Cody, coolest. We're good, good. Get back to work, Pops. Truism, this is so cool. Cool. Truism number 3. Who's learning tonight? Pops sure is. Vigor is viable. Vigor is viable. To minimize the effects of senescence, mycelium should be grown in a variety of environments throughout its life in cultivation. The simplest way to do this is to provide the fungus with a dynamic diet. Every time mycelium is transferred to a new substrate, the formula of the new media should be different from the last one used and should ideally contain multiple ingredients. This constant variety of substrates forces the fungus to stay on its toes and constantly change its response to its environment. This range of foodstuffs also keeps the fungus happy. Do you like eating all the same things? Do you like eating the same thing all the time? No. Well, neither does our mycelium. Gosh darn it. Really? I thought it liked ryeberry for the rest of its life. No. Give it a few different things. Senescence. What is senescence, you guys? We just talked about it. Senescence can potentially be reversed. What? I thought it was giving up. I thought it gave up its will to live. I thought it was bored. I thought it was senescence out, vacay. No. Senescence can potentially be reversed. I'm putting on a show here. This is cool. If a mycelial network is sufficiently stimulated into turning on dormant genes. The introduction of competitor microbes via the use of pasteurized substrates or the installation of the fungus outdoors are 2 examples of such stimulation. These competitive environments force the fungus to defend itself or die. If the mycelium has been in sterile culture for too long, it may not be able to defend itself and could fall victim to competitors. This blows my mind. Sometimes you think it's contaminated out. Oh, no, it died because it was too darn sterile. Okay, I'm working on that one. But if the fungus establishes itself in more challenging environments, the aggressiveness of the mycelium will increase. Now you get a strong baby. Boom. Pops, why do you get those great genetics? Johnny, where do you get those genetics? Jiffy, where are those genetics? Allowing a But if the fungus establishes in these more challenging environments, the aggressiveness of the mycelium will increase, allowing a cultivator to reculture its tissues, place it back into aseptic practices where it will grow with renewed vigor. Senescence cultures, we all know what those are now. I never knew what this was in my whole life. What's a senescence culture? It's one that went dormant. Boop, it's out. I'm giving up. I'm on vacation for it. I'm going. I'm a senescence culture. Senescence cultures can sometimes be reinvigorated simply through the agitation that comes with liquid inoculum practices. Reinvigoration does not always work, especially with species that are generally less vigorous to begin with. But it is worth a try if you are at risk of losing a strain to senescence anyways. For the rest of my life, I'm going to be the biggest shot in the room. And what's senescence? Oh, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to explain senescence to you. Cool. Anybody want me to read another section? We're at 25 minutes. Are we okay on our time? We had 10 truisms and we went 1, 2, we've done 3. Okay, I'll hit another truism. Here we go. First truism. This is brilliant stuff, you guys. Thanks, Grippy. Fungi adapt to their environment. Let's talk about that. Truism. Fungi adapt to their environment. Along with the introduction of competitor microbes to elicit metal. I want to start that one over. Some of these words get pretty long. Along with the introduction of competitor microbes to elicit metabolite production, as discussed in Chapter 7, cultivators can guide fungi toward greater resilience by helping the fungus acclimate to new substrates or environment. Upon contact with a novel substrate, fungi often go into a period of stasis in which their growth halts as the fungus scans its DNA to determine which genes will produce the proper enzymes needed to digest the new food source. We experience that all the time. We want it to take a little while before it figures out what it's going to do. What it's doing is it's creating its little gene group and everything. Okay, this is the combination of genes that's going to get through this group of grains that I'm in the best. Pop, why does it take so long when I squirt it in there? It takes me 10 days before you see the first white thing. The genes are figuring out. They're having a little deal going on down there. They're trying to figure out this is going to be the best combo of us. And now we can head up there and eat it all. Cool. It's doing a bunch of math and a bunch of gene calculations down there. And then it figures out it's all by itself. What's the most aggressive way we can do this? You needed to digest the new food source. It's akin to the fungus finding the right key on a key ring to unlock a treasure box. And then mass producing that key to open all the treasure boxes in the area. And that's how you notice it happens, man. And finally, you get that key, it opens that first grain, our first little grains get going, all boop, and open every key. And how come the last 2 days it goes so fast? Because it's got all the keys. I love this stuff. I love mycelium, man. I was telling somebody today, I don't know, when am I ever going to get tired of mycelium? This learning process is often seen in petri dishes when a mushroom's mycelial network encounters a mold or bacteria. It stalls in its growth and a few days later begins producing a liquid exudate of antibiotics as it starts to grow over the competitor or around it. Completely avoid it. It'll work its way around. I'm still going to work. I'm growing, but I don't want to go in that little ugly area. Boop, I'll grow all the way around it though. Constant use of the adaptive capacity is how the fungi have been able to proliferate around the world with such phenomenal success. Advanced cultivation strategies account for this ability by acclimating fungi to particular microbes for the production of novel antibiotics or to toxic chemicals to produce strains that can readily degrade a particular pollutant. And we know Stamets working on that kind of stuff right now. He's working on fungus that's degrading petroleum byproducts on our planet. Fungus is breaking down things and fungus is almost fungus is so amazing. The more you learn about it, the more you freak out. Senescence! Sorry about that. Another one. We're going to go into another one. One of these days, one of these days, pretty soon, you guys, we're going to do senescence. Is going to be a trivia question. Get ready for it. I'm going to do another one. Another truism. Fungi, this. Key as a grower, as a farmer, key that you understand this. When you get this, a light bulb changes in your grow. Okay? A light bulb literally should change in your grow. Fungi respond well to incremental stress, not shock. There's a difference, right, D-Nice? There's a difference between incremental stress, we build it up, all kinds of pressure, but I can handle it, versus slam it. So we're going to do some incremental stress. Okay? Though fungi can tolerate significant shifts in their environment, most species can only handle one or two major changes at a time. If too many factors change at once, the fungus may become overwhelmed, halting mycelial growth. Though the fungus may recuperate during the stagnancy period, its resources are focused so heavily on recovering from the shock that it has little energy for defense, leaving it highly vulnerable to attack by competitors. My friend James Weiser once summarized the three major changes that can tolerate as new substrates, new competitors, and habitat disturbances. While most species can handle one or two of these shifts at a time, the combined stress of all three influences tend to result in the cessation of the fungus growth. He didn't go as deep here as I want. I'm going to explain something to you guys from my perspective. This is a POPs analogy. We have a mycelial network. Hang in here with me for just a minute. We have a mycelial network. Boop, it's just this guy. There's the white cape. Normally, it's subterranean. It's got a light layer of dirt over it. It's got a little bit of, it's got some twigs or leaves or something. It has something that's protecting it from the ultimate elements of being in the air and the sunshine. It's just right there, right under the surface. That's where your cake's colonizing. That's that 10 days I like to see where it's in the dark and it's just getting a little bit of air across it once a day. Here's what happens. If you want your mycelium to fruit, the reason our mycelium network is fruiting in the first place, why does it shoot a mushroom up? Because it wants to reproduce, right? It's shooting up a reproductive organ that's going to shoot out spores. What happens, and the reason that it shoots up a reproductive organ in the first place is the key. This is what we need to understand. It could live its life very happily right there. It's living these 10,000-year lives underneath the ground here in all kinds of places. Mycelial networks going on all underneath us. They're not fruiting, are they? They're not fruiting. But there's a mycelial network all over the place. In order for the mycelial network to fruit, it needs to get stressed out. It needs to feel threatened. It needs to get stressed, feel threatened, and therefore it's going to reproduce because it's feeling threatened. And it's like, oh no, I'm not going to live much longer. My network, I've got to reproduce my network. How do we stress it out? How do you stress mycelium out? By adding air, lots of it, FAE, and light. That's stressing your mycelium out. It didn't want that in the first place. Now it's starting to get that. Boom, it's stressed out. Let me reproduce. So we keep it nice in a good place while it's colonizing. But then we're God on the deal. Now it's, we want to make it happen. Stress it. Gradually. A little bit at a time. And over the period of 7 days, now it's fruiting. But your FAE is going to be your key here. That's your stressor. You want to be, the more you stress it, I didn't say shock it, incremental stressing. That's why you're doing this all day long, 6 times. I do it 6 times a day, 1 minute, or I have depending on the auto on. Go there in your mind as a grower. Always remember, you're the stressor. You're the guy keeping it real calm and good for those first, and then all of a sudden, why are you creating this? Why does she want to even fruit in the first place? Because you're the stressor. You create a stressful environment for it, and healthy, clean, aseptic, humidity, temperature, you got to do all, control it all. But at the same time, that's the reason it's reproducing. Fungi are defensive, but competition should be minimized. Though most mushrooms can defend themselves against competitive microbes, for practical purposes, the indoor cultivator should work to minimize this stressor. The less energy the fungus expends on defending itself, the more it has to put towards producing large flushes of fruit bodies. For this reason, substrates are pasteurized, sterilized, or otherwise cleaned, while transfers are always done under aseptic conditions. Gloves, clean, Lysol, wipe everything down, stainless steel, white jacket, make it clean, aseptic. Give me another one. You guys want another truism? We're flying through these. Now we're doing. Richard, you must be amazing. You got Richard, the Smash Monitor. We got 50 on 50, bro. How'd you do that? Beautiful. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Culture from the leading edge. As detailed in Chapter 1, the majority of fungus's growth, digestion, environmental assessment, and absorption occurs at the tip of each hypha. That's where its growth is. That's where its absorption is. That's where all the action is. Right on the tip of that little guy, on the hypha tip. We know what the hypha is. That's when you're got your little white guys sticking out of the cake, that little hypha knots. At the leading edge of the culture, growth is the most explosive, right at the tip of the hypha. That's your sensitive spot. Boop, boop. The hypha's all over the place. Those are your sensitive spots. They're getting all the water. All the work's being done out of that. As the network ages, the interior mycelium eventually gets cut off from the nutrient flow of the system, resulting in the minimal metabolic activity in the inner tissue. I'll explain that. To harness a fungus's metabolic maximum, mycelial transfers should include a section of the culture's edge if possible. So it gets really thick, almost crusty. Like you can almost get too thick your cake, or in this case, even an agar plate can almost get too thick and crusty. So don't hesitate to get some of the edges, because that's where it's really aggressive. That's where it's still growing out. Makes sense. Culture from the leading edge, he's saying. That edge that's growing out. That's the aggressive part. I'm going to give you one more. No. I don't want to give you one more. I'm flying through this stuff. We got to do a giveaway. Man, come on, ramp it up, Pops. Where's one of our giveaways? We should. Jeffrey, can we do our giveaway? How we look? Krusty. You guys have seen Krusty. I have a cake in there. You know what sometimes you do? Scrape it. Take a fork or something. Scrape that mycelium. Give it a new path. Get it going again. So, Jeffrey, give me what's our contest? We have Jeffrey and Jay Lee. You guys have those deals going? I want Jeffrey, if we can, I know I caught you off guard, but Jeffrey, you got it? That's what she said. Wait, no. Okay, yeah, I will. I'll fork it. Gosh, fork that mycelium. So keep reading, Kathleen says. Okay, here's the deal. Pops will read. Here's the deal. Let me read while you do the giveaway, Jeffrey. Run the giveaway. Just run this giveaway. I'll look up and somebody's going to say, Pops, this is the guy that won, the girl that won. Okay? Jeffrey, run a giveaway. Jay Lee, run yours too. You guys run your giveaways. I'll look up in a little while and you're going to say, Pops, Jay Lee did this and did it. I like that. Okay? You guys listen and I'll just be bad. You guys play and I'll be the, what do they call it? White noise. I'm white noise in the background. Here we go. Does that sound good? So Jeffrey, It's Jeffrey with the, originally it was a Jeffrey with the G-E-O. It was the G-E-O Jeffrey that we asked in the first place. G-E-O Jeffrey. G-E-O Jeff. Okay. Jeffrey, that's right, Jeffrey Wiseman. That was him. Roll it, Jeff. And I'm going to read. Roll it, and, excuse me. Jay Lee, roll yours too, girl. Very smart girl right there. You guys better look out. If she does a trivia one, you guys are never going to get it right. Okay, in the meantime, I'm still going to read. This is beautiful, you guys. Having a ball. If a mycelium network, mycelium is a hologram. If a mycelium network is placed in a dynamic environment, this is going to be kind of mind-boggling. This is like quantum physics stuff he's going to talk about here. Not really, but it's quantum physics-y. Okay? If a mycelium network is placed in a dynamic environment without physical boundaries and unlimited food supplies, it will grow indefinitely. If fungus ever runs out of substrate or encounters a physical barrier, its vegetative growth will cease and its energy will shift towards fruit body production. Let me say that again. If the fungus ever runs out of substrate or encounters a physical barrier, its vegetative growth will cease and its energy will shift towards fruit body production. That says to me, if our tubs didn't have walls, the mycelium would just keep growing and they'd never fruit. It's literally fruiting. One of the reasons it's fruiting because it hit the walls. It's done. It can't go any further. So now it's got to reproduce. Makes sense. It stressed itself out. It's like I'm going to die if I don't get some more fruit, if I don't get some more spores out somewhere. So it hits a wall and it's like, okay, that's it. I got to start going. And we see it in our plates, in our Petri plates. Never thought of it. And boom, it starts going. Why does it grow, it hits the edge of the plate. Sometimes it wants to climb out of the plate, but you also see it start to pin in the plate. Because it hit the wall. For the cultivator, this means, listen to this. For the cultivator, this means that if a fungus overgrows its container, or if conditions are otherwise not conducive to fruiting, it will become stunted in its growth and less vigorous in its subsequent stages of cultivation. To avoid mycelial constriction and to promote its endless regenerations, it is best to always perform transfers as soon as the mycelium has consumed its substrate and or before it hits its growth boundary. When to do this depends on the substrate being used. Never knew this before. Never knew it before, but I read it here. It's telling us, where is it? I have one right here. I have one right here. You know, it's telling us. This one has contam. It's telling us when this grows, starting to grow, and once it hits the wall in there, you're already starting to get a weaker, and you then go in and you take a piece of that mycelium out, it's already weaker. What you want to do is get this leading edges and get it before it hits the wall at its most aggressive point. Once it hits the wall, it's already starting to go in the opposite direction in terms of strength. Here's one more I'll get going because you guys are doing great out there, and I'm just going to keep reading. The fungi, I read this morning at our tea, so I'm going to move to the next one. Mushroom cultivation is simple and scalable. The entire process of mushroom cultivation reflects the holographic nature of mycelium growth, from the microcosm of gestation to the macrocosm of expansion and movement. The cultivation process itself is nothing more than an exponential proliferation of a mycelial network from one container to many and from one substrate to another. Each of the practices outlined below can be done in a small kitchen or in a large warehouse. The scale of the project is solely dependent on supplying the tools and infrastructure that will adequately address the underlying principles of the processes involved. Mushroom cultivation is not very difficult skill to master once a sound understanding of the rationale behind its methodologies is fully grasped. When a cultivator allows these principles to direct their practice, the question of whether a novel experiment will work is somewhat unnecessary. If an experiment does not fully account for the above constraints, it is likely to fail. If the project's design matches the above criteria and reflects these patterns of the success of fungi, success is almost guaranteed. And it is from their dissemination that ever more appropriate innovations will be developed to demonstrate how fungus can address an array of social and environmental issues in the present and not too distant future. I recommend revisiting the above concepts from time to time as you progress through your cultivation trials. I anticipate that eventually these principles will no longer be seen merely as rules to memorize, but as reflections of your personal experiences in working with fungi, such as integration of these concepts, speaking to the strength of a cultivator's relationship with the queendom, calls the fungi the queendom, with the queendom, and it's the mark of a true adept, a true farmer. That got through that section for tonight. We got through some truisms, some really neat information. I think we might have got a couple of giveaways done while I'm rambling over here. Did good. Who can give me some feedback? Not feedback. Give me DM. The winners are going to DM me anyways. But who is winning? Is as simple as Jeff. That is brilliant. It is, because we wake up, we've already won. Number one. And then the next thing you do is you get to choose, I'm going to make my bet or not. That's another win. And from there, every choice you make from then on is a win or not. Every one. Every single one. And they're easy to make when you make one little one at a time. I'm going to go down the hallway and I'm going to go this way. I'm going to be a good guy. I'm going to go down the hallway and I'm going to be that way. And I'm not going to be so nice. I'm going to be a jerk to somebody at the other end of the hallway. I got to decide. It's so darn easy to walk down to the end of the hall and go this way and say, hi, how are everybody? And go down and say, hey, you son of a bitch, I woke up in a bad, but it was a decision. You had sheets on your bed. I'm going to get mad at you for a minute. You had sheets on your bed. You have no right to be upset to anybody. There's nobody here who didn't have a sheet on their bed when they woke up. So you better be smiling. Give a sheet away. There's a guy down at the corner didn't have a sheet on his bed. I guarantee. If you got a phone and we could sit in front of it at 9 o'clock at night, we have sheets on our bed. We're never going to be upset. We're never going to be in a bad mood. We give stuff away. We're going to have a ball. Don't ever be upset in the morning. That's the best part about making your bed. When you pull that sheet of gratitude. Sheet of gratitude. No joke. A white sheet, especially if it's white, that means you had a washing machine. It means you probably had bleach. It means you had soap in a bottle. You weren't doing it like this on a handboard on the front of a river in Africa on a straw mat. No joke. Fire it up. Fire it up. Think about a sheet, just a sheet of a pillowcase. You get a pillowcase too? You get a pillowcase too, and it matches? Oh no, it's no good. They don't match. Throw it out. Those two don't match. We got to get them where they match. We're lucky. We're blessed. If you got an extra pillowcase, give it away. When you make your bed in the morning, you start figuring it out. No joke. It's the best thing you could ever do. Pull that thing back, you make it tight, you look at it and you go, man, I did something beautiful already. And I'm lucky and I'm blessed. And when I come back in the room, every time I walk by, they'll sneak up. Here's my door on the hallway. Every time I walk by, I look over there and I'm like, yep, I'm a winner. Yep, I win. I start out every day with a win. I'm a winner. You know how I win? One little bite at a time, just like these guys win. One little frickin' mushroom in the tub at a time. One tub at a time. One giveaway at a time, one reading at a time. Power it up, Pops. Make your beds in the morning. Seriously. Pull that sheet back. Appreciate the sheet. Say thank you to your sheets. Say thank you to whoever put us in positions where we can buy a sheet. Put it on our bed. We're going to get out of here. We got 2 guys. Who's my winners? 45 corners. I do them every morning. Every morning. It feels so cool. And after you do it 2 or 3 times, and I'm the fastest bed maker in the world. And you get proud of yourself, and then you get to sit in front of people and tell them to do it, and you do it with dignity, with integrity. With integrity. Because you do what you say you're doing. Who's my winners? Should I just not worry about it and get a DM? 45. I'm going to 45 us out of here in a minute. Who do I have any winners? Boop, boop, boop. I'm sorry for yelling at you guys. I wasn't yelling at you. I was yelling with you. Like, let's get after it. Let's be grateful for our sheets. Look at me pointing this at you guys. I don't mean to be pointing shrooms at you guys because this is sacred stuff. I'm not pointing my twins at you guys, but I am saying these are pretty, aren't they? Aren't those pretty? Those pretty fellas. No, they're not shrooms. You're right. They're actually sunflowers. Somebody got it right. Anyways, I've been waiting to see. I don't know who our winners are. Cody won. Okay, Cody, you're a good guy, Coates. Cody, I want to hear from you. All right. I don't know what. But Cody's going to get a twin or a brother. And who's my other winner? Who's the other winner? We got to get another winner. There's another winner out there. We'll see. We're doing pretty darn good. We've had a beautiful night, man. This is our biggest reading night, too. Jeff's our other winner. Okay. So Jeff won. Jeff did a giveaway, and Jeff won. Okay. Okay, Jeff. Grippy, thank you, bro. That was sweet as hell right there. And so are you. So are you. All right. I think it's going to be Jeff, but it doesn't matter. Whoever it is going to DM me and say, Pops, send me a twin. And then these get specially, watch this. New. Oh, I get my jollies on packaging. Has anybody ever noticed I like to package things? Look at my new packaging box. Another cute little packaging box. Watch. So whenever you get something that's in this size range, new cool box. And I want you guys to be able to reuse these. Right? Senescence! Good job. We're going to Senescence ourselves. Let's Senescence out. See this little box? Right? Pops always comes correct. It's my job to be correct. Look at this. Okay? What do you think? Send me a triplet! D, nice! You're out of control! These are twins, and we're breaking them up. We're breaking up the twins. So... wait a minute. All right, you just set me up. D-Nice. I think somebody should get these, and somebody else should get the first winner should get a full set. Give me 10 people say the first winner gets a full set, and the second winner gets a full set. They should get 2 full sets, right? No, that we shouldn't split these guys up. That isn't right. I just thought of it. That isn't right. Give me 10 full sets, and we'll go full set. No kidding. This ain't right. It's just wrong, man. I didn't even think of it. How do you break up the kids? Full set for sure. Okay, I promise the other set's gonna look just as good. Jeff and Cody, whoever our winners are, where do we go? Full set, 2 full sets, Jeffrey says. You guys are so beautiful. Pops, give away 2. Wait, do you guys want to go get the other set? Do you have a second? You're going to hang in here? Go get the other set or just trust I'll get it? 2 full sets, 5 sets. You guys are wrong. All full sets. No. Okay, you guys can trust that the other set's going to look this pretty. Okay? Take me a minute to have to go get it. Look at it falling out. I love this. We are having a ball. Who does this? Who does full sets in their basement? Come on. We gotta have this. Is so damn fun. I can't have more fun. Okay, forget this party. 2 more months. You watch. Jeff and I are gonna put it together. Jeff, you and me. You're going to be your right hand man. And Jeff's big and strong and scary looking bouncer. So anybody gets out of line, which you won't, but Jeff's there. Watch out. Okay? Guys, I'm going to love you. This out. Did we have a good time tonight? Okay, did. We're going to leave because we're going to be here tomorrow morning at 10 9. And we're going to get it all started up again. Give away full sets and stuff. Full set. Listen, that's what we're going to say on our way out. 2 words. I'm going to say goodbye to everybody. I want you to say 2 things on our way out, please. Full set, because that's what we're giving away, and senescence. Okay? And I know it's hard to print it, but print it anyways, or even if you misspell it, doesn't matter. Full set and senescence. Get us out of here. Ariel, full set. Voodoo and Cody and Joey and Foley and Helpy. Come on, where's senescence? You guys are You guys are taking a break because you don't want to type that much. Too bad. Type. Come on, you can type the word senescence. There you go, Cody. Jason's writing. Chad's writing. Full set of senescence. Oh my God, you guys. Beautiful people. Well, have fun tonight. The rest of tonight. Sense. Have a good night tonight. Hella. And 345 and Richard and Cody and Bonaz and Fully and Voodoo and Eric and Dustin. You have to be laughing. If there isn't, you guys are laughing somewhere in the United States or UK or something. There's 100 people laughing our butts off right now. Beaver butts, that is. Beaver butts. Don't forget beaver butts. You guys know what I'm talking about. Louie and Richard and Big J and Ariel and Cody and Kathleen and Brock and Sue and Bradley and Voodoo and Bobby Hill. There you are, Bobby. I haven't seen you for a minute. Lebowski El Deuterino, Cody and Bono. You guys are going too fast for me. 1, 2. And Smoke and Mirrors, there you are. And Joey and Meg Morrell. Meg, there you are, man. So we recharge. See you tomorrow. Cody, D Nice, Big J. I love you guys. Kevin, and I'm missing everybody's name. Nothing on purpose. Love you guys. Peace. Pops. Love out. Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, right here. If you're not here, you're going to miss out on a full set. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.